What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to Dragon Quest TACT. This is a brand new grid-based strategy RPG that we did cover back in closed beta. The game is now officially here in global launch, so let's do what we always do, my friends. Take it from the top with the heroes that you can collect. Now, I will say I've already done a few summons in the game thus far. This is not going to be the type of game that, if you were really big on actual heroes like waifus and husbandos, you're not really going to find them here. This game is, well, I take that back. You got one husbando right here with King Slime. He looked good. But for the most part, it's just going to be monsters from the Dragon Quest and the Dragon Warrior franchise. So for people that actually have a connection, that nostalgic feeling for Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior, if you a boomer, this is going to be the game for you. But for people that don't really know a lot about it, like myself, I've only played a couple of the games. Some of the characters are pretty endearing. I recognize some of the more popular ones, but for the most part, these monsters don't really do too much for me. And quit making fun of the way I say monsters. It's the only way I can say it, all right? So let's go over here to the gameplay tab. Here are going to be all the different methods of gameplay here in Dragon Quest TACT. You have your tried and true story campaign mode. You have an event tab here. I didn't quite make it to chapter 8 to unlock it, but there is kind of like a starter event going on. It's a once a day, event. You just run in there, you clear it out, and you're going to get some rewards, which will help boost up your party. Outside of that, you have your tried and true daily resource grinds. You got EXP grinds, gold grinds, rank up materials, equipment materials, upgrades, all those different things are down here under training quests. And then lastly, you have Battle Road, which I didn't get a chance to kind of play with because there are quite a few prerequisites for some of these here. So that's going to be something that you're going to have to discover on your own. Enjoy. So let's jump on over here to the actual gameplay itself. Like I said, we did cover this game in closed beta, but I will give you a little preview here. So this is going to be a stamina based game. You can bring 5 party members into combat with you. All right, so here we are. And of course, like I mentioned before, if you are, a big fan of Dragon Quest, all of the soundtrack and the sound effects are gonna feel like you're right at home, like you're actually playing the game. That's one really interesting thing about Dragon Quest. They always kind of maintain that old school sound when it came to abilities and attacks and things of that nature. While on the other side of the coin, you have like Final Fantasy, which they do have kind of the same, musical scores and sound effects that they had in the past, but they're always kind of upgraded for the future. Dragon Quest is like, yo, we're gonna be using like the same sound effects for 30 years. Let's keep going. And they're doing it. Anyway, let's talk about combat. So this is going to be a simplified grid-based strategy RPG here. I do like the fact that it's very streamlined for mobile phone. So if I just want to make him wait, all I have to do is just click one thing. Just click wait and it's ready to go. Or if I'm feeling a little lazy and I'm like, you know what? I just want to attack this creature over here, but I don't want to have to set up the exact grid where my monster needs to be. I can just do that, zap, and it puts him in a place. It's probably not the most optimal place. If you really want to min-max, you definitely want to kind of do it on your own. But I do like the fact that there are different ways to control the combat here, right? You got full manual, you have full auto, and then you have kind of like this, streamlined kind of one hand kind of a method of gameplay. And I definitely appreciate that, especially considering that the game is in portrait mode, as you guys can plainly see. So being able to just like actually be able to play the game with one hand, I think is going to be a plus for people that don't mind playing games in portrait. I'm also playing the game on BlueStacks. For a few days when it first came out, it was just like auto crashing every single time you tried to open it up in BlueStacks, but now it's just fine. So if you're one of those early people like myself that were trying to play the game and you couldn't play it and you're like, I ain't playing this game on my phone, I refuse. Nobody says that but you, FG. I don't believe you. If you were just like that, don't worry, you can now play the game on BlueStacks. So get ourselves out of combat. There's a lot of clicking once you like complete an encounter, a lot of like extra fanfare. I tried to speed it up as much as I can. I did download all. I didn't find anything to kind of speed up text or anything like that. So every single time you load in or load out, there's a bit of a wait. Which, it's not a bad wait. It's actually pretty quick, but considering the way the game looks, I kind of expected the loading times to be slightly faster, but that is extremely nitpicky, and I completely concede that. So that is basically the game. The only thing else I wanted to kind of cover here is the passport. I hate these things. I hate them so much. I'm totally fine with like subscription cards where every month they give you, additional stamina, extra diamonds and jewels, things like that. I am totally fine with subscription cards like that. I don't like subscription subscription cards like this that actually have a quality of life locked behind them, because I look at it like this. If you love this game and you're playing it every single day and you're dropping hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in the game, having a good time, 1 month you decide not to put money in the game, they take away your very fast battle speed, which I just think is annoying, right? I know we all hate VIP, but I consider VIP to be better than things like this, because at least if you unlock VIP 2 or whatever, you unlock it forever and you never lose that quality of life. But when it comes to a quality of life feature tied to a subscription, do keep that in mind. The very first month you decide not to give them $5, they take it away from you, which I don't like. I don't like that at all. Last but not least, there is Arena, but that will be coming soon. So let's jump on over here to the summon session here. When you first start the game, there will be infinite reroll banner that you can go on. So if you're trying to get, the killing machine character, which I have right here, make sure you pay attention to that infinite reroll banner and make sure you get at least an S character. That way you can kind of start as strong as possible. I'm gonna go back into this banner here. All I have enough for is just one multi-pull. That is fine. Here we go. I'll get myself a little stamp there. And away we go. Yeah, loading times, like I said, I know I'm being very nitpicky because the loading times aren't that long. They just seem to be longer than they need to be based on the way the game looks. That's all I'm saying. Only got 1 gold. I think I'm looking for a rainbow, I think. Awesome music, by the way. Another copy of our boy here. I'm not even gonna pretend to know how to say that name. Awakening, you can't bring more than one of a specific monster into combat, so no dupes. So when you dupe them out here, you basically awaken them, and I guess that makes them even stronger. But you won't be able to have like a whole team of cyber slimes, unfortunately. Or fortunate, whatever. Very cool. Got a mushroom mage. I do recognize that. Little knight here. Not necessarily a husbando. It could be a waifu in there. You never know. Got herself a little fight geist. There you go. Almost stumbled over that one, but I picked myself up. I got it. Another mushroom mage. Mini demon. Like, they've been using a lot of these same designs since like 1972. I don't know when it first came out, but probably. Raving lunatic. I like the spelling on that. Very cool. Oh, wow. I've never actually seen a seahorse in a suit of armor and a trident. That's actually pretty cool. Very, very nice. So just got ourselves some new characters here. I don't think any of them are going to be something I want to power up. I'm pretty happy with my killing machine here. So we'll go over here. Here's my little killing machine. He's S rarity. You can equip them with gear. Like I said, there is a resource grind stage where you can grind out different gear like weapons, maces, claw weapons, things of that nature. And they all have different attributes, and you can use alchemy to reroll their stats. As far as leveling up your characters, you do have the option to use EXP codexes, or you can just take them into combat and grind them out. One of the resource grinds in this game is gonna drop rank up crystals. So you can see these red ones here, green ones there, and depending on the monster will dictate which types of rank up crystals you're going to need to rank them up. So that's going to be another method to improve the power of your individual characters, but these are all grindable within the game. And like I mentioned, you can use alchemy to reroll the stats on your weapon. So let's go ahead and give this a shot real quick. Alchemy is complete. And what I can do, you can see these bronze ones here, bronze HP, bronze attack. I can actually upgrade those with double gold attack if I want to, a silver bronze, a gold attack, a bronze attack, and you can kind of see the stats kind of jump up and down based off of that. So let's just say I take that. There you go, re-roll that, and that is the new effect on my little billy club there. And you can also upgrade your special skills by using ability books. Like I mentioned before, there is a resource grind for that as well. So you just collect these books, pump them into the characters that you want to upgrade, rinse and repitan. But that will about do it. Hopefully you guys got a nice idea of what Dragon Quest TACT is all about. Once again, my name is FG3000. I thank you a ton for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.